When you're going to share a story, you don't have to start off by saying, hey folks, I'm going to share a story with you. Could you please find a way to connect? See if there's any way you can make this relate to your life. Try to find something in there. You don't have to do that. The number one person on all your audience mind is themselves. We are self-consumed. They will find something to connect to because we're always seeking and looking for connection. That's how we've been hardwired. But when a baby is born, one of the first things that they do is make sure that they put the baby where? On the mother's chest. Now they even do it with the men, okay? So because they realize that that's not just for the mother, but the fathers have to do that too. So immediately there's connection. If you had a newborn baby that was 100% healthy, 100% healthy, but you just decided that you're gonna take the baby and for the first 2 years, we're gonna make sure that there's no connection. But the baby's healthy. We're gonna make sure the baby eats, baby gets oxygen, baby gets food, baby gets everything, but there's not gonna be any connection. You realize that that baby, as that baby continues to develop and mature, is gonna have a lot of issues. You understand that, right? Because we are hardwired and programmed to seek and want connection. So do your clients, so do your customers, so do your audience. And it is your job, it is your responsibility to give them that connection. And the way that you're gonna do that is through your story. And when you share the story, so when I share my story, if I'm in an audience, if anyone either went to Florida State, likes Florida State, hates Florida State, I'm gonna get something about Florida State. If anyone's there, Janelle, I remember her connection point, which the majority of people dismiss it, was she heard CPA. She's a CPA. So when I said I was formerly a CPA, she was like, oh my gosh, this guy's formerly a CPA, he understands me. There's a connection there that I didn't have to solicit that connection. Do you get that? But I do have to be intentional about making sure that I put the connection there so that you have the opportunity to connect to it. You do yourself a disservice when you don't share your story because you're not giving people an opportunity to connect. You're giving them nothing to make the connections to. So here it is, I got two people here. These are two former real estate folks. So if I never, ever bring up that I was in real estate, even though these are some of the guys I've actually done business with in the past in real estate, but if I had never brought up I had real estate, if there's a real estate person, I don't give them an opportunity to connect. Do you follow me on that? So when we share our story, we're like, instead of giving people a target like this big, because that's about the size of your target when you are just going into your content, all right? Instead of giving people a target this big, you give people a target this big to connect with, right? Because there's so much that you've given in your story that they will find a way to create a connection. We are wired for that. So that is why we answer the question of who are you?